guys! Welcome to my channel! RJ Calvo PH! Then, I just want to shout out with this dog. This cutie dog. This is Prada, my little girl. So, nandito naman tayo sa, gagawa naman ako vlog kung paano, magpa-schedule dito sa Cebu for the Korean Embassy application. So, yun po. So, let's start! So, anong purpose nito na gumawa ako ng video na to? Ang main purpose ko lang is to guide you a step-by-step process. At least once you submitted your from Korean Consulate in Cebu, at least wala nang mali. Then also at least minsan din makatipid kayo kasi kung once sabihin natin makatipid kasi like for example nagpa-agency kayo, kasi natanong ko na dito ang price range na kapag nagpa-agency kasi kayo, if nagpa-process kayo sa agency is around 1,700 to 3,000 pesos. Medyo malaki na yon kaysa libre lang yung processing. Remember ha, libre po ang processing kapag ikaw lang. Tanong nyo po sa akin na kapag nag-agency, may assurance ba na 100% approve yung visa? No. Wala pong assurance po. Ang sinasabi lang po ng agency, yung charge po na 1,700 to 3,000 is only visa processing. Wala pong assurance na ma-approve agad kayo. So, yun po. So, much better na ikaw na lang yung mag-process kaysa magpa-agency ka. Diba? It's a wise. So here, I will talk about the requirements, the visa application, and also how to book an online appointment in a consulate Korean. I-share lang ako sa Korean Embassy in Manila. Kasi meron akong friend na ako po yung nag-book sa kanya for reservation of the slot, for the online slot sa kanya. So, the best time to book online appointment in Manila is the best time to book is early morning of the last Thursday of the month. So, sa nagtatanong, kung like for example, nasa Manila, kung pwede kayong mag-apply dito sa Cebu, yes, pwede po. Pwede po. Basta meron kayong kakilalang pamilya, kaibigan, or agency na really mag-submit sa kanya dito sa Cebu. Sa Korean Consulate sa Cebu. Sila po yung magsasubmit kasi natanong na namin yan. So, the address in Korean Consulate here in Cebu is in the 12th floor China Bank Corporate Center, Lot 2, Summer Loop, Corporation, Road 5, in Cebu Business Park, Mabolo, Cebu City. Then, basta malapit lang dito yan sa Ayala Center, Cebu. So, what are the visa requirements for employed individuals? So, application form, 1-piece passport size colored picture, then the original passport nyo, and also 1 photocopy of your biographic passport po, yung sa front page nyo. Then, original and photocopy of your valid visa of the OECD countries. So, what is OECD? It's our Organization of Economic Cooperation Development, to see all the members of this organization. So, i-google nyo lang po kung ano po yung mga member po ng OECD. Basta ang alam ko lang, kasi nung time na nag-apply po ako, meron po akong Japan, at meron din akong visa sa Israel. But note po ha, ang Japan visa is no longer honored for OOC consideration by the Korean Embassy dahil po yan sa falsification of documents po. If you have been granted a visa for OECD countries, you need to submit both the original and the photocopy. So yun po. Then original certificate of employment, which is the position, date, compensation, office, then the address of your company. Then original personal bank certificate. Then, bank statement, iba po yung personal bank certificate kasi it's include the account name, account number, account time, the current balance, then account opening date, then 6 months average balance. Then yung bank statement naman is original or certified true copy bank statement for the last 3 months. Then, photocopy of your ITR or the income tax return or form 2316. Then, copy of your PRC card or what we call your PRC ID. Like for example, like me, nurse po ako, so may PRC ako. So, photocopy po doon. Then, how about the visa fee po? Visa fee is free po for 59 days. Below to stay in Korea. Pag naglagpas po kayo ng 59, meron na pong bayad yan, amounting to 2,000 pesos po. So for self-employed requirements, photocopy of your business registration form from DTI or SEC, then photocopy of your business permit and mayor's permit, then photocopy of your ITR or form 2316 with corresponding payment receipt from the authorized BIR bank. Then also the original personal bank certificate, which include also the 6 ADB or the average daily balance of your bank certificate. Then also bank's statement also covering for the last 3 months of transaction. And also, if you have PRC, you should photocopy also your PRC ID. Wala, okay din. Then, I'm employed. I was granted a multiple entry at that time because of the credit card BDO Platinum. So, yun po. Then, ang ginawa ko lang po, wala po akong trabaho at that time. Basta ginawa ko sa funding details po sa visa application ko, ginawa ko po, ang nagpa-fund po sa akin ay yung mama ko nga nasa United States of America. Nagtatanong, paano kung walang ITR? So, same with my case also during at that time when I applied Korean visa way back 2019. Wala po akong ITR at that time. So, ano pong ginawa namin? Also, my friends also wala pong ITR. So, gumawa lang po kayo ng letter po explaining kung bakit wala kayong ITR. So, ito po yung ginawa naming letter. Ito po. So, I will just put it here dito. Ipuput ko dito yung explanation. Basta yung format, basta dito lang yung yung address ng consulate sa Cebu, then through the visa officer, consular section, then re-explanation of no ITR. So, dito in-explain lang namin. Then, basta yan. So, here we will talk about the visa application form in Korea. So, ito po yung isa-submit nyo na visa application po. It is also okay po to handwrite or handwritten or computerized po. Pero much better po computerized kaysa handwritten kung like for example, hindi kayo maganda in pagsusulat. So, yun po. So, ang first, number 1 is your personal details. Nandito po yung family name, given name, yung birthday nyo, country of birth, yun lang po dito. Then, kung gusto nyo pong maghingi ng copy, just comment your email address below po. Then, I will send this sample visa application form na ginawa namin. Then, number 2 is the details of your visa application. Nandun po yun, kung short term. So, ito yung i-check nyo, short term, less than 90 days. Then, status of stay, it's C39 tourist. Ito po ilagay niya C39 tourist kasi yan po yung nandun sa, dun sa may sample dun sa sa consulate ng Cebu. Passport, then, sa number 4 naman is your contact information. Then, sa number 5, syempre kung marital status or na family details. So, yun. Then, sa number 6 is all about your education. So, kung masters, graduate ka ba ng masters, nandun. Then, number 8 is the details of your visit. So, most probably, it's a tourism or a transit. Then intended the period of stay. So, intended kami na 5 days na magstay. So, intended date. So, this coming last week of August. Then, address in Korea. So, where kayo where kayo magsistay. Then, also po, ganito po yung found out dun sa consulate ng Cebu na hindi daw reachable yung address. So, ginawa namin, nilagay na lang din namin dito yung name ng hostel na pinagstayhan namin. Then, kumuha kami ng number ng pinagstayhan namin ng hostel. So, paano kayo kumuha ng number? I-chat nyo lang po doon sa booking.com na or meron din yan sa property details, contact number po sa contact number sa Korean. So, dito, yan po yung ilalagay nyo. About details for invitation, so hindi po naman tayo in-invite dito sa Korean. Ito lang po yung details for invitation kapag may Koreano or Koreans na invite sa'yo. So, dito nyo ilagay dyan. So, walang invite sa amin, kami lang yung pupunta. So, none po kami, no. Then, dito na po tayo sa number 10, funding details. So, paano yan? So, example ko muna yung sa akin na unemployed po ako way back 2019. So, anong ginawa ko? Dito ako bumawi sa funding details ko kasi unemployed po ako. So, unemployed, ginawa ko yung beneficiary ko po, yung mother ko nga nasa United States of America. So, nilagay ko po yung mother ko, then relationship my mother, then contact number po ng mother niyo po na nasa United States, then type of support, financial support. Yan po yung ginawa ko. Yan po ako bumawi. Yan, dito po sa estimated travel cost po is, ganito po yan na, sabi-sabi po nila na kailangan mo daw magdala ng pera ng 10,000 per day. Yan po daw yung minimum balance po, minimum na kailangan mong dalhin sa Korea daw. Like for example, 5 days, so most probably 50K. So, ginawa ko doon, it's $800. Or pwede nyo gawin $1,000. But, kailangan po na-coincide po yung estimated travel cost nyo sa bank certificate nyo po. So, mag-coincide. So, kahit lang may nasa bangko kayo kahit 100,000, okay na yun. At least baka safe na yun para at least medyo may chances po na 70% na ma-approve po. Basta kailangan mag-coincide po yan. Pero hindi naman nagmamatter kung kailangan 6 months for a past ADB, yung average daily balance ng bangko nyo. Kasi yung kaibigan ko na-approve din. Kasi nilagyan lang niya ng 100K automatic April. Then, nag-apply kami last week of May. So, I think it doesn't matter talaga. Pero at least also pray lang. Then yun. Then baka hindi stricto yung consular officer niya. Then sa 11 is assistance with this form. I think not applicable na yan. Then sa number 12, declaration. Ito lang yung application name mo, then signature and date. Yun lang, signify atin. Yan lang po yung visa application po. So lastly is how to get online appointment in Korean consulate here in Cebu. So first thing first po, i-differentiate ko lang yung Korean Embassy sa Cebu at Korean Embassy sa Manila. Kasi kapag sa Manila, on how to get an online appointment, remember, it is every last Thursday of the month. I-open yung buong, for the next month, i-open po yung lahat na slot. Pero dito po sa Cebu, remember that, every Tuesday at 2 p.m. mag-open po ang slot for the next week. So like for example, Tuesday ngayon, ang i-open lang is for the next week lang, for 5 days. Yan po lang i-open lang. Kung like for example, ano yan, kung tatanong nyo kung mabilisan ba yung slot, hindi naman. Kasi minsan din, like for example, Friday, meron pa slot for next week yan. Pero kung gusto nyo lang mapili talaga, like for example, gusto nyo for the next week, gusto nyo Monday, or gusto nyo Tuesday or Wednesday, kailangan talagang maghintay kayo for Tuesday 2 p.m. para makuha nyo yung gusto nyo na online appointment. So, how to get an online appointment? So, I will just insert this video.
So, click nyo Foreigner for English instruction. After that, punta kayo doon sa my reservation to visit diplomatic mission. Right down, then reservation to visit, apply for consular office, then close. Then, doon po kayo sa non-membership login po. Then, i-view nyo po yan, consent. And then, view consent. Pagkatapos po, enter po yun yung full name nyo po. Then, after entering po sa full name nyo, ilagay nyo po yung email address nyo. Then, please enter yung, ano ba yan, Gmail or Yahoo. Then, send an authentication verification code. So, doon po yan isi-send po sa Gmail nyo. Then, i-write nyo po yung verification code na send sa Gmail account nyo. After that, write your code. So, select diplomatic mission and select consular service. So, Cebu Office Embassy, i-click nyo. Then, visa for tourism. Then, yung schedule, yung 16, 17, yung white, yung available. Then, yung purpose of visit, doon sa may, dyan sa maximum 100 characters, write mo yung passport number nyo. Then, i-write nyo yung code.
So, how to check your status of your application? So, go to visa.gov.kr. Lagay ko lang dyan yung sa description box. So, doon, type of application, click nyo lang diplomatic office, then, select passport type, lagay yung passport number nyo, then, English name nyo, huwag nyo pong lagyan ng kama or tuldok. Wala talaga. Yung like for example sa akin, Calvo, then RJ. Ganyan. Calvo, then RJ. Then date of birth code, then search. Then usually po, dito sa Cebu po yan kasi like for example, after 10 days talaga yan, makikita yung status na approve or hindi. Hindi na talaga yan. Like for example, nag-apply sila June 6. Nung time ng pag-claim nila, June 20. So doon din yung malalaman kung approve ba or hindi. Grabe, di ba? So yun. So after 2 weeks, nalaman na approve ba or hindi. Then kasi pag i-check mo niya sa status talaga, wala pa talaga, on process pa. Lahat. Releasing po dito sa Cebu is every Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. in the afternoon po. So like for example, kung hindi kayo available on the pick-up date nyo, pwede po yung kunin nyo on the next day. So hindi naman stricto po yung ano yan. Then like for example, kung hindi available or may nagpakuha sa passport nyo, pwede nyo magdala po kayo ng authorization letter sa ganun. Then also po, kung sino po yung gustong, comment lang po kayo sa comment box kung gusto nyo kumuha ng sample po, paano kami sumulat ng explanation for no NTR. I-email ko po sa inyo, bibigay ko po yung sample namin. So, I think, yun lang po lahat. I think for the Korean consulate here in Cebu and how to book. So, hope you like my channel, guys. So, I think I will end this video with a positive vibe. So, for all your comments, clarifications, or mga tanong na hindi pa na-clarify, just comment on the comment box. Kasi as soon as possible, magre-reply po ako. Then, sa mga naghihingi po ng samples ng visa application, anyway, at least, kasi yung visa application na ito, i-edit nyo na lang po. At least, easy na sa din sa inyo. Comment your email sa comment box, then I'll send the visa application sample. So, yun po. So, thanks for watching. For my channel, it's RJ Calvo PH. Then, yun lang. Bye-bye. Hope you watch my Korean tour. Bye-bye.